Hey guys, so this might not be the best of environments to be taking a video, but I decided to do it this way because sometimes when I'm driving, I have the best ideas, I have the best thoughts, and things come to me very easily because it's the only time that I have basically to myself. Busy mom, entrepreneur, a couple of businesses and all that kind of thing. There's not much free time I get to myself and to have my thoughts to myself. So I figured, you know what? Why not? I'm driving, I'll stick it on hands-free and I'll just talk. And you know what? This way you also get the real me. You get it raw, and there's nothing much more you can ask from me. So all right, I'm here to basically a couple of things, to recap some stuff, what's been going on, I don't know, the past 4 months, I guess you can say, past 4 or 5 months. I posted a little while ago on my Instagram that, you know, the competition is over, and now what? And a lot of times it's a question that many of us ask when we've completed a goal. And for me it was the competition, but I mean, I'm talking about any goal, any life goal, or any goal that takes you away from your regular routine, that you need, you know, that extra motivation or extra push or whatever you need to do to get that done. So once that's over, you know, you go through a stage of almost like, I don't know what you call it. I call it the name for it is essentially the post-competition blues, but that could be post anything blues. And it's just it's a normal thing that happens as humans, just because, you know, you peak and you get to this, you know, level, and you know, the goal is done, and now you've completed. And although you're really happy about, you know, what you did to get there, you go through now a stage of, you know, either you need to prepare for your next goal, or you need to take a break, or you need to do both. And what I always just say is, before planning that second phase, is take some time, you know. And that's why I told you guys in my Instagram story or my feed, I'm going to post this at the end of the week. Because what I was feeling, you know, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, isn't what I'm feeling necessarily right now. Emotions were high, or, you know, carb load was, you know, my blood was full of sugar and all that stuff. All that, you know, first couple of day emotions of anything that happens, it's always really fresh. That's why when you get into an argument, or you anything that happens to you in your life, you don't really want to react right away. You want to let it settle in. You want to let it set in, and you know, respond, or whatever it is that I'm talking about, or that you're going through. Just give it a couple of days to sink in and sleep on it. So it's a great way to kind of reflect and, you know, learn and go over and analyze the things that have happened, right? So that's what I did. I always take about a week or 5 to 7 days to go over, you know, just some stuff. So in the past, I would say 20 weeks, 18 weeks, whatever have you, I decided that I was going to compete again. And it's never really that I stopped, but last year I tried to do it, and there was a lot going on, a lot more than usual, and I decided to take a break. So for me, it was about 1.5 years I hadn't stepped on stage. And remember, I'm very competitive, and that's just in my nature, but I'm also realistic, and I do have a lot going on, and this is my hobby, not my life. Okay, so I have to say, those who are listening, you need to find out, whatever goal you're doing, how much it actually means to you and why you're doing it. If it's going to cut into or take away time from the thing that is your life, you have to rethink that. You have to rethink about a lot of things if it's going to impact your other stuff. And why I say that is because that time is precious and it can't be taken back. You can't get it back. So you want to make sure that whatever goal you're going towards, you can fit it in accordingly to that main goal of yours, that main priority of yours. For me, of course, it's my family, and it's then my business, because I need to focus on my business, because my business feeds my kids. My business, that's my bread and butter. So of course everything else kind of falls under that, and I need to prioritize my time accordingly, and I need to really make sure that everyone on those two top levels are fine before I can truly focus on what I need to focus to get my goal done. 18 weeks went by amazing. I had an amazing coach who always keeps that watchful eye, and can kick me in the pants no matter what, no matter how far he is. And they've moved closer to here now, so not that has anything to do with it, but it's just it's good. Online training, a lot of people, it's catching on, and it's very, very popular now. But I remember there was a time when it was like, how do I train online? That doesn't make any sense. Well, even though that coach isn't physically there with you, be surprised at how accountable you actually do still stay, because you have someone to answer to, you have a plan to follow, you have guidance, and if you have a good coach like I do, thank you Darren Meerling of Freak Fitness Online, he cares. And you know what? That's what he does. This is what he does. He is a competition prep coach. So that's another thing that you want to look for if you are looking for a coach. Yes, intense training. If you really want to learn about my training protocols and my meal plans and all that, I'm not going to get into specifics, because that wouldn't be fair to Darren anyways. But proteins, good carbs, good fats throughout my entire process, fantastic workouts, 5-6 times a week. When it was strict into comp prep, probably 7 days a week, and added cardio in that, depending, and everything was based on progress, how my body was responding, how I was feeling, and of course how I was looking. And all that is all customized according to me and my goals and my needs. And so basically I went through the 18 weeks. I was very focused. I had everything else going on. Right now, I did the first show, which was a couple of weeks ago. I did amazing. And, as an athlete, was I disappointed with my results? Of course I was. Who doesn't want first place all the time? Who doesn't want that top spot all the time? But you know what? The top spot is deserving of those who took it. And you know what? But at the same time, I brought the very best to the stage. I brought my very best that I could actually do. So I was so happy with that. And that's all that you can do. At the end of the day, no matter what sport you're playing, this one's a little bit different, yes, because it's subjective, and you're up against the stage against other people who are working just as hard as you. And it's not like you worked harder. You are all working the hardest of your ability, and it's all relative to what you think your busy schedule is. I can't say that I'm more busy than you. You're busy in your own life, because it's all relative to you at that time, right? So, hey, I have 4 kids. I have a crazy house. I run a couple of businesses, and I can assure you that I did not skip a beat. I did every single workout, every single cardio sessions. I ate all my meals. I did everything. So if you're good with that, because I'm good with that, that's all you can ask for. On the athlete side of things, I'm in a little bit of I don't know what to do anymore, but that's okay. That's not for you to decide. What you need to do is just make sure you bring your A game every time. So I did that first competition, had an amazing time. And then 2 weeks later, I did another one. And, you know, my placings in that one weren't too good. And yeah, it sucks. Yeah, sometimes I feel like putting my head in the sand. But do you know that it's very humbling and very heartwarming and all that good stuff when I get messages upon messages and emails and everything from people who don't even care. They don't even care how I place. In fact, they don't even care if I compete or not. They're looking at the overall picture. They're looking at overall what I have done over the past 4 months and what I continue to do and what I continue to share with my friends, followers, fans, all that stuff. And you know what? To me, and they say it, you've already won in my eyes, in their eyes, and I totally believe that. So I want to really say a shout out to all of you and to really say thank you to everyone who's watched, to everyone who's followed along, and to all those that I've inspired along the way that, you know, you can do it if you really want to. You just have to fit it in somehow. You have to. There's no other choice. And if you're going to do it half-assed, don't do it, you know, because all you're going to do is be disappointed in yourself. It's not everyone else that's going to be disappointed in you. And when you're disappointed in yourself, that's when negative things happen. You know, I posted something the other day about, you know, everything's beautiful if you stop looking at the flaws, you know, and it's so true. You are perfect the way you are. If you want to do something and you want to, you know, get that goal, then you need to be 100% committed and fully into it mentally. The mental part is the hardest part because your body will do anything your mind lets it, you know. So once you can come to terms with that mental capacity of being able to do it, then you'll do it. You may slip up a few times along the way, and, you know, I don't know if that's I don't know if I want to say that's okay, because technically it's not, but only you can decide how many times you will, let's say, mess up before you realize that it's not for you. And if it's not for you and the time isn't right for you, that is so fine. Who is anyone to, you know, determine that for you? Only you can determine that for yourself. So, you know, okay, now what? Now that I've given you this, like, you know, speech, now what? Now what's my plan? My plan is, I'm not sure right now. You know, I want to just get back into the gym, which I have done, and I'm getting my workouts back to regular kind of, you know, my regular workouts back in. I've introduced, you know, my carbs slowly. I took a couple of days of, you know, just letting everything go and just eating basically what I wanted to eat, that kind of thing. But you know what? It's really not that fun. You know, your belly doesn't feel good. You don't feel good. You're full. You feel gross. And then, you know, it's such a great reminder to why diet is actually so important and it's so key. And I'm not just talking about, you know, the weight loss and all that stuff, or, you know, but it's just so you feel good. You don't feel sluggish. You have energy. You have, you know, a glow in your skin and your hair and your nails and all that good stuff. But yeah, so I'm just going to incorporate things back in slowly, my workouts back to a routine. I don't know what my competition plans are, but for those of you who are lost after a competition, there's nothing better than to hop right back in and get yourself a new goal, whatever that is. You know, if you want to try another competition, I would give your body a break. It's really nice to take a break. It needs it, you know. Get some food back in you, get some more energy, pump out those workouts, build some more muscle and do it again. You just don't want to tire your body out and end up causing some damage as well, if, you know, because that is a possibility. And you know what, if it's not a competition, and you just want to lay low for a bit, do that too. Just be careful, keep your diet as tight as possible. You may also want to go for another goal completely different. I don't know, I'm throwing this out there, for example, one of those, group races, like the, the Tough Mudder or that kind of thing, or American Ninja Warrior, or no, a marathon, a triathlon, an Ironman, or maybe nothing, The important thing is always keeping your head in a good space. So, if it takes meditation to do that, then I suggest that. Or if it takes, some really good alone time, or not, you might be one of those who likes to hang out with your friends. Do something that feels good for you. And I think that's about it. I just wanted to share with you, what I'm going through. And, I thought I'd have an answer for you as to what my next call is. I don't know. Half of me wants like the redemption. I want to come back, and I don't know, but at the same time, I'm so happy. I have TV appearances, a great couple of new projects coming up, which I can't share with you. I wish I could. More on that coming up. And just living life, watching my boys grow, they're just amazing. And, making Optimum Training Center the best, training facility it can be in Toronto. So that's what's on my plate right now. So thanks for watching, guys. And if you have any questions, you can comment below, and you guys know where to reach me. The link, all my links and my social media. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. I'm always here I'm always here for you. And head over to my website, NichelleLoss.com, and check out all the services and packages I offer in case you're interested in, in any help that you need, whether it be transformation packages, or if you want to join my 8 Weeks to Fabulous, which is an amazing transformation program with a group. I have maintenance programs. I have a Fit and Fabulous program, which is a nice 12-week transformation program as well, or even competition prep packages. All right, guys, I'm going to sign out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you online. Bye.